Hello to my Leos. All right, Leos, let's get right into your reading. Let's see what kind of week you're going to have. Let's see what's coming up. Remember, time is relative, so could have already happened, could be happening, could be happen or going to happen. So remember, time is relative, right? So let's get into it. Let's get right into it, Leos. All right, let's see what's in your cards. Let's see what's in your cards, Leos. Let's go. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. Hopefully you all are getting some rest. The moon is moving through the zodiac signs. So as it moves through the zodiac sign, it affects various parts of our bodies. So the moon is going to be, it's in a waxing crescent moon. It's going to be moving into Taurus, which affects our neck, vocal cords, throat, thyroid gland. So that would be your throat chakra. And so there's things you can do, for your throat chakra. There are different various things you can do for your throat chakra. Gemstones and crystals, but you can try affirmations. Your throat chakra, you can journal, you can sing or chant. Like some people like to, strengthen their vocal cords through singing or chanting, maybe to your favorite songs. Vocal warm-ups if you like to sing. Practice mindful listening. That's truly hearing others. Encourages balanced two-way communication. It also teaches you when to speak and when to hold space. You can also wear or visualize blue, because blue connects us with the throat chakra. Meditating with blue crystals like lapis lazuli, sodalite, aquamarine. You can place them around your throat during meditation or wear them as jewelry. You can also try breathing exercises. There's deep, slow breathing through your nose, helps calm, activate the throat. Lion's breath, right? It's particularly good for this chakra. And also hydrate and nourish. Drink plenty of water. Also herbal teas with honey, ginger, licorice root are also soothing. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it, Leos. Let's do it. Here we go. So the cycle is over, move forward. Cycle is over, move forward. We're in a whole new cycle, super new you. New cycle, new you. All right? New cycle, new you. Reset button. Detach from any and all drama. Right? So that's going to help you to learn how to use your fire properly and to answer the call on your life. Everybody has a north node. Everybody has a north node. Everyone has a call on their lives. So that's how you answer the call on your life. There is no competition. You don't have to wipe out anybody's competition in order to answer the call on your life. So, yeah. It's helping you to raise your frequency. So, here we have a message that something is coming to an end soon. Something is coming to an end soon here. Source wants you to keep your vibrations high. Source wants you to keep your vibrations high. Wants you to keep your vibrations high. Source needs you to move on. Source needs you to move on. Needs you to move on. All right. Something about a water sign. Somebody's an open book. Says something about a water sign. That's what I'm talking about. Like somebody's attaching themselves to someone else's we have the Queen of Swords here. Somebody's sitting on the throne carefully vetting their thoughts about something. So when you're carefully just vetting your thoughts about something, you have all of these thoughts. Obviously, y'all know, swirling around in your mind, just trying to gain some clarity, like clear water. You're trying to gain some clarity about some things, right? Trying to gain some clarity about some things. So somebody, looking at the cards here, it's the Page of Swords here, gave somebody else a message about someone else that you're somehow connected to. And that's what Source is trying to tell you, Leos, is something you may not know Could be something you are not aware of. Or something was brought to light, something that you're not aware of. But you thought somebody was running away from something, right? So you thinking somebody running away. This is about perspective, right? You thinking somebody running away from something, but this is also looks like somebody is going to get air, right? Going for a drive, motorcycle ride, right? This is what you have in common with somebody. This is what you have in common with somebody. This is what, I don't know how long people have been tuned into my channel, but this something is coming back to me now. In a reading I did, I know it wasn't this year. I don't even remember what month it was. But see, this is a matter of perspective right here. All of this is matter of perspective, right? How you see this. This could look like somebody's running away from something, right? But clearly, there's a motorcycle here. You know, some people like cleanse the air by like when you going out, like you leave a meeting or something. Like you leave it just to gain clarity. What do you go do? Most people grab their water bottle. This is water here, and you go and take a walk. You go get some You're not running away from a meeting. You're going to take a walk and gain some clarity on something. You're like, okay, we just had a meeting about another meeting about another meeting, right? I'm trying to keep it high vibrational and light. Obviously, some subject matter are deeper. But Source is saying to you to assume something. And now something else. Looks like something has come to life. Because now somebody is like really an open book. Like really, like something is like these pages are filled up. Like somebody is writing a book of something. But something else is going on. Something that you're not aware of. Let me see. Yeah, here we have the Ten of Pentacles here. There's a big pentacle right here. So Pentacles energy speaks to physical existence of something. Like it's not just money, like it's worth. Like somebody had to pay a cost to be a part of a family. Like the cost it takes for people to be a part of something. Right, to know your worth. So, you know, like when people feel like they're left on the outside, right? We hear all the time, rejection is God's protection from something, right? We all hear that. But of course, in human form, you know, you don't feel like that when you feel rejected, right? People wanting to be a part of something at a you know, like people like saying, okay, I got into such and such school, right? You're seeing this on social media. It's like literally in plain sight for people. You know, people, I got into such and such school. Everybody's so proud of such and such. Oh, they the first person in the family to get in such and such school. What cost did they have to pay? Everybody's so busy clapping and cheering. You don't know what cost they had to pay to be a part of that school, what organization, whatever. You had no idea. But now somebody is sitting on the throne, just kind of really vetting their thoughts. Like what? And somebody is really thinking now that somebody really wanted somebody to save them. Yeah, somebody needed somebody to save them. It's like somebody was coming to you to shine. This is how powerful your light is, your sunlight, Leos. The sun exposes secrets. Somebody came to you to shine a light on something. like for you to see the whole picture, not just partial of something. That'll just become familiar and take off, just take off, like this, like somebody was on a speeding, on a motorcycle of judgment. So it needs somebody to rise above the judgment and like really get focused. Something is generational. Like something is generational. This is a judgment card. Like this is the judgment card is the outermost planet. Is Pluto is the outermost planet. So we got generational planets. That's don't worry about it. Anyway, just judgment, right? It connects us with karmics. Like connects us with death. It connects us with death by way of the death card. Scorpio connects us with Scorpio. We're not talking about any Scorpios in particular, but it connects us with the 8th house. 8th house connects us with renewal, sexuality, death, transformation, shared finances, inheritance, loans, the occult, mystery, itinerary, intimacy, not itinerary, excuse me. But a cycle is over. Somebody is now an open book. Somebody is now talking about something. Somebody is now talking about something. So I don't know who is talking about what. Something is closed out. Now somebody is now somebody is creating time for prayer and meditation. Now people are creating time for prayer and meditation, rising above judgments. That's why I've been saying, take off the cape, slow down. So, anyway. Yeah, people have been bringing a lot of judgment down on, somebody. A lot of judgment has been coming down on somebody, saying somebody's mother or is mentally ill and they need to be that's what this is. Somebody has just been just saying a lot of really really harmful and hurtful things about and because that's what this is. This is the mother of the Zodiac Sign. Somebody's been saying some really when the moon moves through Scorpio, so there's a theme for whenever the moon moves through every zodiac sign, right? So somebody's been saying some really harmful things about someone's mother's mental health, their their sexuality, their lovers. A lot of things have been said, a lot of really hurtful things, to a point to a person wanting to just bolt out the door and just run away. They always felt like walking on eggshells, like they were the one, felt like they were going crazy and just needed saving. But something is coming out. A light is being shown on something now. A light is being shown on people's obsession with demonizing people. So that's what a light is being shown. So this is the role of a high vibrating Leo, and this is why on my channel, no matter how many people put negative comments about zodiac signs on my channel, I try to help you all to see what you look like at your highest frequency, no matter what your zodiac sign is. And I would just encourage people who may have had not the best experiences with, let's say for instance, you had an ex that was stalking Leo readings. I would encourage your ex not to watch Leo readings. Because my channel really tries to encourage people to see themselves at the highest frequency. That's it. Every reader has their way of reading cards. I don't compare my style of reading to anybody else's. I'm operating in purpose. So And I'm teaching you all that when you're operating in purpose, there is no competition. I'm trying to help you to see yourselves at a higher frequency. That's it, and that's all. That's why I say read your. There's no gatekeeping. I'm like, pull your birth chart, find out what your north node is. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing here. That's it. That's it. I already pray over the cards before I lay them out on the table, before I turn the channel. I mean, turn this on. You know, whatever. But there has to be balance. There's balance, and that's what this is right here. So it's saying the cycle is over, move forward, and the power of you are being ruled by the luminary, the sun. It illuminates the moon, so it illuminates not only your secrets, your secret feelings about things, about your purpose and how you feel. If you're scared to operate in purpose, it'll reveal that within you first. If you're nervous about operating in your own purpose, it'll reveal that first. But it'll also reveal other people around you if they're nervous or they feel some kind of way about you operating in purpose. But when you get to that place, Leos, when you deliver from other people's opinions, you operating in purpose, can't nobody tell you nothing. And that's the Leos that people really, really love. Those are the Leos that people are like, okay, they want some of their sunlight. They like, okay, that's the Leo people really just, they like, okay, that's that sunlight that people clapping and cheering for. So that's what Source is trying to tell you. Like somebody came to you as an open book, like they were walking on eggshells and trying to tell you something. Somebody was trying to tell you something. Somebody needed you to see like the whole picture, like everything. Somebody was like, yeah. So so you got some news coming through about something. Somebody said something to you. You got a message. I don't know if this is gonna be a memory for you or something, but somebody may have said something to you emotionally immature about I don't know. Somebody may have said something to you. I don't know who they said it about, but somebody may have said something to you emotionally immature about somebody. You all will remember though, but it would have rubbed you the wrong way. Somebody you have in common. Somebody like that's somebody you love, somebody you know. Somebody said something to you emotionally immature. I think for you, because you all are now that your like your emotional intelligence is at peak right here. I think now something is going to come back like to somebody's memory, like because somebody said something directly to you, like what they say. I don't even know what they may have said. Let me see. Here we have the King of Swords here. There's something, you know how like in hindsight, like something is like real clear in hindsight. You know, like sometimes you sit down and think like when you by yourself and you're like, okay, wait a minute, hold on. Something is clear as a bell now. Something is clear. Something about an Aries. Hmm. Somebody has a temper. Hmm. So you're gonna be going back through your memory for something. You're gonna be going back down your mind, like like going back through your memory about something. All right. Here we have the Four of Wands here. So anyways, here's a 4 and 7 and 4 is 11. So that's like somebody's getting off the fence. Somebody's getting off the fence. Yeah, somebody's getting off the fence. So two people. We have the Queen of Cups here. Two people are gonna some kind of inspired action. I'll just put it that way. All right. So the like I said, this week for you all is just really getting some rest. Source really wants you all to learn how to balance it out, get some rest, rise above the judgment before you just become familiar with something and dash off. Slow down, like for real. Please slow down. Like drink some water. Add some structure to something. Because the dark side of this is, like the first impression. Okay, dash off and run. I got the first impression. That's all I need. That's all I need. I'm gone. I'm gonna create something. The water is creating something. I'm gonna go create something. And so it can create either a nervous breakdown or it can create a breakthrough. So I'm saying grounded here. So many of the most evolved folks on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. So what was discovered in your reading for you is that you're a prayer warrior. That's what's discovered. That's what you have in common with someone. That's what you have in common with someone, is that you are a prayer warrior. That's what you have in common. So it's time to rise above the judgment. So create time to pray and meditate. They go hand in hand. So that Source can keep creating more opportunities for you all. As you continue to pray for more opportunities to come your way, more money, you're creating, wealth. Somebody's creating some kind of a big tradition you got going on. So it's saying you're trying to create a softer life. You got a lot of ideas. Source is saying you're trying to create room for prayer and meditation. But rise above that. The judgment. Who's judging you, who's competing and comparing with you, who loves who more, and who's the better this and that. If it's family, it's family. So yeah, Source is saying the cycle is over. Move forward. sanctity. Through offering, even the most mundane problem can become a sacrament. Somebody looking at this right here, somebody was putting their religious family over their blood relatives' family. That's what this is. So surrender to the divine, the creator, source. So I feel like as a prayer warrior, somebody's going to be, you know, like generationally breaking generational cycles, chains, and curses. Like, you know, just like breaking some kind of a generational cycle, chain, and curse and getting grounded. Like moving forward. Something about, and it keeps coming out, I'm telling y'all, Leos, it keeps coming out in y'all reading. It keeps coming out. Like, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but hey, let's pick up the needle and put it back on the record for real. But Source keeps trying to use you all to you know, create space. I mean, for love. Like, I don't know. Source keep trying to get y'all to. I don't know. I see y'all being successful at that, but it's. I read the comments and I see a lot of you all saying, yeah, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. So, you know, you can't do everything like you said. We're going to need a helping hand, you know, people to help you. But somebody keeps being called to do something. I don't know. But here we have many choices. But opportunities. Yeah, you got more opportunities coming across your path. You have a very rich legacy. Opportunities around when you are in a dilemma, all roads will lead to Rome. So you got a lot of opportunities coming across. Somebody has a very rich legacy. You already know your worth. You already know your value. You know, I'm seeing somebody like, and people coming around you and they feel like they're walking around eggshells and they love you just because you related to them. They don't even know. I mean, they're trying to get to know you, trying to create a bond with you in some way. It takes time to create a bond. So here we have independence. So don't depend on others. You have an inner voice. That is what I have for you. 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 So yeah, Source is trying to help you to break something. Source is trying to help you to break some kind of judgment. People judging you based on who's married to whom in your own family. This is this right here. Who based on who's demonizing marriages in your family. Like Sources, I'm telling y'all, Sources using Leos, y'all got a big assignment that y'all can handle, but hey, I am not your God, so I'm gonna just end it right here. I'm gonna end it right here. I'm gonna end it right here. I'm going to end it right here. But that's what I have for you. Something is closed out. That's what I have for you. I'll see you all in the next video. But yeah, soft life is loading. Soft life is loading. Balance it out. That's what I have for you. All right? Okay.